There's a moment right before the end of the game where you went over to LeBron and AD on the bench, patted LeBron on the head, AD on the shoulder. Seemed like you're trying to pick them up in that moment. Can you kind of take me through what was going on there?
Give them encouragement. Just keep their head up. Keep playing. Tough night. And I told them I wish I could help them. Unfortunately, I wasn't in the game to be able to help them. And that's why I came here to be able to help them out. So unfortunately, I haven't been able to do that, for them. But that's not my call. I can be there, as a leader and as a voice of whatever it is that is needed for the team, and that's what I'll do until, my number or whatever is called during that time.
They tell us we ain't on their level. I mean, I'd have told you that before the game started.
Okay, the trade deadline is tomorrow at 3 p.m. Clearly, this roster is not working. So, Stephen A., where do the Lakers go from here?
Big Perk. This is bad, my brother. I want to preface my comments by saying that there's been many occasions where people have gotten on Russell Westbrook and, you've said things about him, people have said things about him where he takes it as a knock against his character. Mm-hmm. There is no knocking the character of Russell Westbrook. He's a good brother. He's real and authentic. He's got his heart in the right place, does a lot of things in the community that people don't realize. He's a good dude. He really, really is. And, the truculent personality, his look, his demeanor, forget all that. His heart's in the right place. This is about basketball. The brother looks shot. And I don't need the jib camera. I need this camera. Russell Westbrook looks completely shot. And there was a time just weeks ago, Big Perk, that I said, hell, it wouldn't bother me at all. As a matter of fact, it was on NBA Today last week with Malika and Janae when they just sandwiched me and double-crossed me and beat up on me in a very vicious way. Okay, in a very vicious way. This is what the ladies do to me, Charlie. Molly does it all the time. But here's the deal. Bobby Marks pointed out how maybe you trade Russell Westbrook to the Knicks. I don't want him. New York Knicks fans don't want what we're seeing. I want the brother that I saw in Charlotte about 10 days, 12 days ago. I don't want the brother that I saw last night. I don't want the brother that I saw against the New York Knicks. I don't want a brother that shot 4 for 21 from the field over the last 2 games. I don't want the brother that seems to be struggling so miserably. I don't know if I've ever seen a superstar struggle to this degree. I don't want a brother that's turnover prone with 2 or 3 consecutive plays. He's throwing the ball to nobody. It makes no sense whatsoever. And inside the Staples Center, which is now Crypto.com Center or whatever the hell it is, okay, they were literally chanting and screaming at him, don't shoot. Don't shoot.
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. And when I saw the smirk on his face, there are people that would take that wrong. Don't take that wrong. He's going through it right now because he can't believe he's missing shots like this. And what else can you do? You're laughing it off 1 minute. You might be crying in the background another minute. I don't know. But the bottom line is he looks that bad. That bad. And for him, to me, what made it worse, Perk, was when he went in the post game. And he was talking about, according to the quotes that I read, how he deserves to be out there based on reputation.
Yeah, he said he actually said he doesn't feel like he should have to earn those closing
That is
minutes.
insane.
Yeah.
That is insane. Now that, with all due respect, that's being childish. That's not, it's about what have you done for me lately. Some degree, some reputation, resume, Perk, but you can't play the way you've been playing. Be as ineffective as you have been. And sit up there and say, based on your reputation and past exploits, that you just deserve to be out there now. You got to show something to be out there.
Of course.
To feel like you don't have to do that is criminal. He knows better than that. I'm going to leave it at that for now, Perk. Go ahead.
Well, let me say this, and I agree with you 100%. You made a lot of great points, Stephen A. And I knew this bothered you when you text me at midnight while I was traveling on the plane.
I called you first. I called you first, but you were in the air. Yeah.
I knew it was on your heart and on your mind. So here's the thing, right? Let me tell you a story about myself. In my younger days, when I was in my late 20s, early 30s, I was a hothead. And I had to go to anger management. And in order to graduate out of anger management, you have to do what? You have to acknowledge that you have a problem.
Absolutely.
And you have to accept responsibility. Now, listening, I say that to say this. Listening to Russell Westbrook post-game interview yesterday.
No accountability.
No accountability whatsoever. And so Russ don't realize, and it's a shame, that not only has he lost the trust of Frank Vogel and the coaching staff, but he's also lost the trust of LeBron James and Anthony Davis. So him going to the podium and saying that, hey, man, I wish I could be out there, but it's out of my control. No, it's in your control. It's in your control to go out there and play better. It's in your control to hold yourself accountable. It's in your control to go and watch film session and see how can I limit my turnovers? How can I fit in? How can I not just go out there and hoop and actually play and think the game of basketball right now? And so when I look at it, now what's next? A solution to the problem. And the solution is they're not going to be able to trade Russell Westbrook. That's not going to happen. So what else could you do? And I honestly believe at this point in time that I think it would be best for the Lakers and Russ just to take a minor break from one another.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.